The situation number 2 way bad. But number 9 ain't good. I thought I was riding really high, but I'm here hanging in Hollywood. I'm thinking to tell ya, but you really need to check yourself. The life that you're living is gonna catch up to you. Oh, I think you need some help. Oh, yeah. Situation number 9. Good Tuesday morning to you all. We jam this morning. Hey, Ray. Good morning to you, beautiful. Good morning, Miss Sylvia. Situation number 9 sets me free. Y'all jamming me this morning? Good morning, Sandra. Hey, Craig. Good morning, Joy. And Miss Sylvia, good morning to you all. My regulars, I love y'all. Thank you. Oh. I hate to tell you, but you really need to check. You really need to check yourself. It's gonna catch you. Boy, I think you need some help. Y'all ready for that club info? What's up? You with me this Tuesday? Situation number 9. Y'all gonna make me break out of the prep. You gotta have fun with it. I'm just trying to tell you. It's Tuesday, y'all. Y'all ready? Situation number 9. Don't let it blow your mind. Number 2 ain't bad, but number 9 ain't good. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I so appreciate you guys joining in with me this morning. Good morning. Good Tuesday morning to all of you guys. Burris, thank you for joining me, beautiful, and all of you all on my YouTube channel. I do want to take this time and ask if you're not subscribed on my YouTube channel, you need to be subscribed. Please follow me on Facebook. You can follow me right here at Neighborhood Jams with Sunni Pouncil, or you can follow me on Sunni Pouncil. You can also follow me on my YouTube channel. Please be sure to subscribe and support your girl as I'm out here in the community educating you all on real estate. And not just on real estate, but everything. So I try to bring all kind of different things to you all on a platform that kind of gets you where you need to be going. So thank you all for joining me, Benz and David and Mindy. And thank you all so much for joining me. And I'm still trying to go through the millions of other friend requests that are coming in. I'm getting to them as fast as I can. So if you didn't get your friend request and you sent it to me, inbox me and say, Sunny, I sent you a friend request, so that way I can look for it and go get your friend request accepted. It's pretty busy for me in the real estate industry right now. So no further ado, I'm going to dive right on in because I have a lot that I want to share with you this morning. One in particular, thank you, the viewers, for tuning in. And I got to thank Paramount Residential Mortgage Group for my remote location this morning. Thank you, Kenyatta Lampley. I so appreciate him allowing me to crash in one of his office spaces here this morning. I am Sunni Pouncil. I am a licensed real estate agent here in Oklahoma City who's thriving and wanting to educate the community on home ownership. As you'll probably hear, I am a believer. 14-year breast cancer survivor. My faith was tested. And so I truly believe in the miracle in the works, what God can do for you. And so I had so many clients that walk up to me and say, I want to buy a home, but now what? And so that led to this podcast for me to make it mobile and get out and start educating the community on home ownership, what the things you need to do and look for. So that's the reason for Neighborhood Jams, is because I want to educate the community, put it on a different platform, if you will. So I'm not just in one studio or one location. I'm mobile. I'm all around. Wherever I'm going to be there. I'm going to start doing some jams at some local restaurants. So if you know some local restaurants that would like to be showcased on my show, please inbox me that information. I would love to get in contact with those owners. I'm actually going to reach out to the restaurant here in Edmond called Neighborhood Jams. Believe it or not, there's a restaurant here. So I cannot wait. I'm waiting to meet with the manager on that. So thank you, Daniel and Jackie and Pickens, for joining me this morning, and Carolyn Jarvis. I appreciate you all for joining in. And if you do me the small favor, there should be an option that will ask you to be notified when I go live. Click on that, make the notification so that when I go live, you'll be notified. So that way you can get on the information. And of course, feel free to go back and look at it and get it shared. But I can't start this without thanking my sponsors. So today's sponsor, thank you, Miss Kristin Harris over at Morningstar Storage, where she's giving away 2 months free, any size unit. You'll get several different size boxes, a tape, a cylinder lock, and a Morningstar tote. And she's over at the Northwest 122nd MacArthur location. Thank you, my Debolt brothers. They're giving a certificate of 1 free hour of studio recording time at their studio here in Edmond, Oklahoma. They are also doing a promotion of $1.99 promo special. This is a social promo. So if you're looking for your 30, 60-second video, make sure that you get in contact with Socialutions. Otherwise, I'm giving it away. So you want to make sure you share the video so you can get your chances to win. I also want to thank Miss Victoria Hugghins, who's given me from Studio 89 Massage, a 1 hour free massage. Oh my gosh, who doesn't need a massage? I do. Also, thank you, Miss Joy Poteatt over at NJOY Natural Hair Care Products. She also has a skin line. So make sure that you get shared, and this is a value of $50, okay? And then I've got to thank Sharina Perry and her team over at Utopia Wellness for the hemp products. And so if you are a person that has arthritis or some aches and pains, go check the products out. She's giving away free samples, but you got to go see her. Okay. So be sure that you check out with Miss Utopia Wellness. I do have them shared here in my comment section. That way you can follow them, but you'll get 2 of the products out of these 5. Okay. For free, just for sharing the video. And last but not least, I'm doing a giveaway from Asa Leveaux. Thank you, from the Get Genius Academy, where we're giving away a trip for 2, and that's to Las Vegas or Cancun. So we want to thank the Get Genius Academy for their sponsorship and our giveaways for our show. So no further ado, let's kind of dive in. And today's topics is going to be about for the buyers. Okay. So if you are a buyer, this is the time where you can decide, am I ready to buy? Am I not ready to buy? I'm renting right now. You're just kind of all over the place. So let me kind of give you some quick tips. There's 3 questions you need to ask, and I got some notes here that I'm going to kind of read from. So you have 3 questions you need to ask before you're ready to buy. If you're debating about purchasing a home right now, you're probably getting a lot of advice from friends and families, and that's okay. But I want to encourage you to get with someone that's in the industry that can add more value to you, to what your friends and families are telling you. If, believe it or not, as we're in the industry every day, this is what we do. And so that's why we want to make sure you're making the best decision for you. They may not be fully aware of what's going on in the market. So consider schools when you're wanting to do a transfer or wanting to purchase a home. That is so important. 73% said buying a home in a good school district was important in their search, and I agree. I think those that have little kids want to try to figure out what is the best schools. Let me give you some heads up. The best schools that I've seen, and some people may disagree, but that's okay. Moore schools are good schools. Putnam City schools are some good schools. Yukon Mustang is stepping up. And then, of course, Edmond has some good schools. Not to downplay Oklahoma City, but I'm a graduate from John Marshall High School, so let's just keep it real. I learned some stuff, but it was not to the satisfaction I would like to have had it. But that's all on the person that's in school. So you have to educate your children to be, stay in school, educate, listen to the teacher. Don't be class clowns. Don't be trying to talk too much, because sometimes can be the case too. So it's not just so much that the bad schools is bad. It's that sometimes your students is not listening. So it's just like them not listening to you as the parent. You have to make sure you embed them in listening. So, but a few good things is a good place to raise children and provide them with a good education, a place where you and your family feel safe. more space for you and your family, always the decision of increasing or decreasing when you're purchasing a home, and control of that space. Where are home values headed? According to the latest existing home sales report, they're heading in the increase is what I want to say. Simply put, with prices increasing, it may cost you more if you wait until next year to buy. So I've talked about this a couple of times before. Now's a good time to buy? Absolutely. Houses, we have about 3.7 months of homes reserves, and that's basically meaning that the homes are on the market for just a couple of hours and they're gone. So we don't have a whole lot of time. If you're looking to buy, now's the time to buy. Where are mortgage rates heading? A buyer must be concerned about more than just prices. The long-term costs of a home can dramatically impact by even a small increase in the rates. And so make sure that you're keeping in contact with the rates and what's going on in your market. And so those are some of the pointers to consider if that's a market that you're interested in buying a home. Okay. So the bottom line, only you and your family will know for certain if the time is right now to purchase a home. Answering these questions can help make the decision better. And I'll tell you, it's one of those that it's a benefit for you. Definitely a benefit for you. Okay. We're in the tax season. Yesterday was tax day. So if you didn't get your deadline submitted, you're behind. So let me encourage you to get those tax returns done. And if you didn't, get your extension filed. So that way you're not in trouble with the big boys. I don't like the alphabet boys. I don't like the alphabet boys. IRS, the FBI, the CSI. I don't want all them. No. So if you do it right, then you don't have to worry about it. So that leads me to my next statement for my buyers. Your tax refund is the key to your home ownership. According to the data released by the IRS, Americans can expect an estimated average refund of $3,143. That's $3,143 this year when filing their taxes. And let me just say this. This is just information I've done some research on. I know across the country, people are at a point where they're at their wits' ends about these tax returns. Okay, I've filed my tax returns and I didn't get back as much as I wanted, or I got way too much, or if you got that problem, that's a good problem. But some people, I'm paying in. So make sure that your taxes are filed accordingly. So with $3,143 in a tax refund, that was a tongue twister. This is slightly down from the average refund of $3,436 from last year. Tax refunds are often thought as an extra money that can be used towards larger goals. And I hope that goal is to purchase a home, okay? So for anyone looking to buy a home in 2019, this can be a great jump start toward a down payment, okay? Use that with your down payment assistance. And then of course, any seller's concessions is always good. What is seller's concessions? I'm so glad that you asked. That's where we realtors ask the seller to help contribute towards your buyer's closing costs, you, the buyer, okay? So today's topic is talking solely to buyers today, okay? Many first-time home buyers believe that 20% down payment is required to qualify for a mortgage. Not necessarily. They show that an average of 6% is what's really required. Programs from the Federal Housing Authority, Freddie Mae, and Fannie Mac all allow for down payments as low as 3%, not 20%. Now, let me stop and educate you right there. If you are currently in a credit score of 580, from 580 to 600, then yes, you're probably looking at about a larger than 3% down payment assistance. That's because of your credit. So as you see a lot of the credit agents coming about, offering the services to you to get your credit update, this is why, because we want to make sure that you're not having to bring so much down, but it all plays on your credit report, on your credit score, and of course the income. So when you get that tax refund, don't go blow it. Don't go spending it all. Save it. And if you're wanting to purchase a home, this is the time for you to start utilizing those dollars. Just spend it wisely, okay? If you start your down payment savings with your tax refund check this year, how close would you be to 3% down of a down payment? Now, when I say 3% down, that's 3% of the sales price, okay? So let's do a quick calculation. You want to know the facts, the numbers? Let's get to the facts. Let's get to the numbers. I'm a numbers girl, okay? So let's say the average sale price here in Oklahoma City is $150,000. If you had 3%, that's giving you $4,500 that you would need to put down, okay? And with that being $3,143, let's take that minus 343, you're short $1,357. That's maybe one or two paychecks, Okay, so this is the reasons why I'm stating that educating you on credit and finances is so, so important before you're ready to start purchasing a home. Okay. Bottom line, saving for a down payment can seem like a daunting task. Don't let it be. Okay. But the more you know about what's required, the more prepared you can be to make the best decision for you and your family. This tax season, your refund could be your key to home ownership. And how true can that be? Okay, let's talk about the 7 things to avoid after you have applied for your mortgage. This is after you applied for it. You went to the lender, you met with me, your real estate agent. I told you to go see a lender. Need one? Paramount Residential Mortgage Group is awesome. Kenyatta Lampley and his team is awesome. And he's local here. So if you're looking for a local lender, you want someone you can go and sit in front of them and ask questions and integrate. I love how Kenyatta is very user-friendly with our clients. With my clients, he likes to educate them as well. So it's not just, here's your loan and let's go do this. No, he educates you on each step that you need to take to get you where you need to be. So save those tax return money, that refund. So the 7 things to avoid. One, I can honestly tell you, don't ever be afraid to ask questions. It is so important to make sure you understand the process in which you're doing. Purchasing a home is a big investment, okay? So you want to make sure that you are taking the necessary steps. So congratulations. You found a home to buy and have applied for your mortgage. Now, these are some of the things that you don't want to do during that process. Don't change your jobs. Number 1, don't change your jobs or the way you get paid at your jobs, okay? Now, if you get a pay increase, that's always good. But make sure that you don't change jobs or come out of different professions. So in other words, you're a manager today and tomorrow you're a customer service rep. Hello, that's going to be a change in your way that you get qualified. Some people don't think that, but that's the truth. Okay. Don't deposit cash into your bank accounts. Lenders need to source your money, and cash is not really traceable. So if you make a $2,000 or $3,000 deposit of cash, where did it come from? That's going to be the first question the lender is going to ask. Okay. So don't make any large purchases like a new car, new furniture for your home. All that can come after you purchased your home. Your home is your most important tunnel vision that you want to be focused on. Okay, buying all the large items and furnitures and stuff, that will come afterwards. Okay. Do not co-sign on other loans for anyone. They may need your assistance unless it's a dire emergency need or something of that nature. Then you make that best decision for yourself. But I can honestly tell you, a co-signer for any loan during the process of your purchasing a home, it's not that serious because you got to figure out what's best for you and your family, and that's to get you guys in a home. Okay. Don't change bank accounts. That's always an issue. Don't allow new credit. Don't apply for any new credit. Anything that still associates with your Social Security number, you want to make sure that you do not apply for anything new. So bottom line, any blimp in income, assets, or credit should be reviewed and executed in any way that ensures your home loan can still be approved. Okay. The best advice is to fully disclose and discuss your plans with your loan officer before you do any financial in nature. Okay, so don't do anything without talking to your loan officer. That's one of the things we always educate our buyers, is to make sure that you are not just out here, I want to buy a house, and now you're out here applying for a credit card. You're over here buying for furniture and buying another car and co-signing for this person. Don't do those things, because those things will set you back from your dream of being a homeowner. Okay. Also, just a quick tip of the 10 things, the 10 steps to home buying. Save your money. We talked about that just a few moments ago with those tax dollars, the tax refund. Save your tax refund, add to it, and make it better for you. Okay. Many people believe they need 20%. I just shared with you, you only need 3%. Some cases, 0% with a VA or USDA. Now, VA is for my veterans. If you are a veteran, use your veteran benefits, please. You guys have served our country, and we want to show our appreciation in educating you that you have a VA loan to where they will give you 100% financing for your home. Okay. USDA, those are the rural areas. There's a USDA map, and feel free to look at that map so that you can be educated on what's rural. And when it's rural, it's 100% financing. Oh my gosh. And not only that, you shouldn't have a water bill because you have a well and septic system. So those are always good. So keep that in mind when you're trying to save your money. Know your credit score. When I first talk to a client, that's the first thing I ask them is, when was the last time you took a look at your credit? If it's been 6 months or to a year, how do you know that you're not ready to purchase a home? I crack up laughing at buyers when they say, I'm just going to wait another year. I'm just going to wait. And come to find out, when they get quoted with the loan officer and find out that they're able to actually purchase in the next 3 to 6 months, you should see the lights on their face like, oh my gosh, I can actually qualify to buy a home. Absolutely. Absolutely you can. So don't prejudge your credit without having a person look at your credit. And as I stated, if you need a lender, Paramount Residential Mortgage Group should be one of your considerations. Okay. Your credit is a numeric representation of your history and ability to pay back debts in the past. Different home loans have different credit requirements. So again, don't prejudge your credit without speaking to a loan officer to find out the true definition of what your credit scores is. Find your real estate agent. If you are in the market and you're looking for a real estate agent, I would love to be your real estate agent. I'm just a local real estate agent who enjoys being educated, but like to educate the community as well. And I do have several other partner friends. And let's just be honest. It's a connection between you and I, or you and the actual real estate agent as a buyer and as a seller. So it has to be compatible. You have to match. And if you're not a fit for me, then trust and believe I have several other real estate friends. I have a beautiful friend that just chopped in, Miss Hugghins, who's actually killing it out there in Midwest City with Keller Williams, but she's awesome. And I also like to partner with her on several different transactions. So we're just here to help you all understand how to do the home buying. But I would love to work with you as your real estate agent. So find one. Once you have a handle on your credit score and your down payment savings, contact your local agent who can guide you through the process of the home buying for your first home. And that's just from the beginning all the way to the closing table. That's why it's best to partner with someone that's in real estate that understands it, that is very savvy and driven. And we're very knowledgeable in that case. Okay. Sometimes we have some new guys that's coming in. And so you want to make sure you do your due diligence. Check them out. Research your agent. Make sure that they have no complaints, no issues, or anything like that. That's important. You can just get any real estate agent. There's 50 million of us, but make sure you do your due diligence. I've had people that said, well, I couldn't find this real estate agent on, they didn't have a website. What? I have 3 websites. Are you kidding me right now? So there's no reasons why you can't do some research on your real estate agent. Get pre-approved. Speak up with your agent, and we'll give you a list of lenders that we prefer to do business with. Here's one of my preferred lenders, Paramount Residential Mortgage Group with Mr. Kenyatta Lampley. He's awesome. Once you get your pre-approval, let's go shopping for your home. If you get pre-qualified for $200,000, we don't want to spend the whole $200,000. We want to bump right close up against to it. But let's be honest, with the market as hot as it is right now, you might be spending close to that $200,000 if you want that house. Homes in the price point of $125 to $150 right now is not staying on the market long at all. So if you're thinking about selling a home, this is just a little quick tip for the sellers. If you're considering selling your home and you're in that price point of 120 to 150, your house can be gone within hours of it being put on the market. Literally. Okay. Make an offer. After you find that house, we're going to make an offer. We're going to negotiate. I call myself the ninja with the blazer jacket on. So I'm going to actually go in there and slice and start cutting some things out. So your agent will help you determine the best price to offer for your home. In a competitive market analysis, you may not be able to be the only one bidding and want to stand out. So we want to make sure that you could be caught in a bid war. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago on this live as well. Get a home inspection. If you didn't see my home inspector who was here with me last Thursday, Mr. Craig Hill with Hot Homes Inspection, you need to check Mr. Craig Hill out. He's actually in here on my live, and I'd like to thank you, Mr. Craig, for jamming with me last Thursday, but he shared some helpful information, and I hope that it was something that was useful for you. So if you missed that live, go back and check it. It was last Thursday that me and him jammed, and that's where getting a home inspection is important. He gives a thorough, he does it all, and to give $25,000 of coverage of warranties after he has done the inspections is huge. And for my realtor friends, he gives an extra $3,000 to $5,000 coverage of errors and omission for us, just for utilizing him and letting him do the inspections. So how cool is that? Not only that, he's a one-stop shop. I get my home inspection, my termite inspection, my scopes piped, all that. Even your septic wells, all that good stuff. He does all that. Check him out. He's worth having. Get your home appraised. Now, for the buyers, this is where people get confused. Where does the appraiser come in at? The appraiser has to appraise your home. The inspector makes sure the home is safe. There's 2 different reasons for that. Some people get them confused. So the home appraiser, your lender will arrange for the home appraiser to ensure that the property is worth the price that you have agreed to for it. We want to make sure that that house is selling for $150,000. It's worth $150,000. It appraises at $150,000. The bank will only issue a loan for the appraised value, period. If it comes in less than $150,000, then the sales contract adjusts to that sales price. Now, if it's $150,000 and the appraisal comes in at $155,000, that's $5,000 in equity that you got. Woohoo! So now you got to make sure you're shopping for that right house. Close on the sale, and this is where I always like to say, congratulations, you get to move into your unique home. Okay, so it's a very simple process, but it's just to take that much interest to know that you have to have a team for you that's working for you to make sure you get that thing done. Okay, I do have some few announcements. If you have some questions, please, guys, I can't express enough. There is no such thing as a dumb question. There's no such thing as a far-fetched question. There's no such thing as I don't know. You need to know. When you're purchasing a home, you've got to know what you're dealing with and what you're doing. That's no different than you get married. Did you not investigate your husband? Did you not investigate your spouse? Same thing on purchasing a home. I like to think of that way. So just a few announcements as I share those quick tips for my buyers. Just know that I'm here for you guys. Love how we have to transition and educate our buyers on what they need to know. Okay. So some few announcements. Of course, you know, this weekend is Easter weekend. And let me just say, I will be enjoying the Resurrection weekend. Some people, you know, think that Easter is all fine and dandy, and I'm cool with that. But let me ask you a question. When was the last time you saw a rabbit lay eggs? I'm just asking. So I will be enjoying the resurrection weekend of Jesus this weekend. So be sure you catch up on Good Friday. There's a lot of places that will be closed Friday. So make sure that if you're doing business, you're checking with your locals that are open. And then, of course, make sure that you also attend your favorite church services for Sunday. And if not, hey, you can always catch it on the internet. And if not, get some type of exceptions for the resurrection weekend. Sorry, my shirt keeps rising up here. Anyway, also further announcements is that I want to share with you my next expo for the Home Sweet Home Ownership Expo that's taking place October the 5th, 2019. I think last episode I shared was April 4th. That's not correct. You know, we passed April 4th. It's April 16th now. So we're almost through the end of April. The first month of the second quarter is already gone. Anyway, so be sure that you're looking for information about the Facebook event that we'll be sharing. Myself and Joy Poteatt. So appreciate her working with me on this expo. And it's the Home Sweet Home Ownership Expo that's coming out October the 5th, 2019. We'll have breakout classes, educating you on credit, financing, have a host of speakers that'll be there educating with you, including myself and my team. I'm super excited about that. There will be vendor opportunities. So if you're interested in a vendor, please make sure you mention it's Joy Poteatt. She is also tagged here in my comments as well. So that way you can become a vendor. Paparazzi, I must tell you, it's already shut down for that event. I know paparazzi, boy, y'all be on it. Y'all be on it. Don't forget to join me next time on Neighborhood Jams with Sunni Pouncil. This Thursday is I'm jamming with my buddy, my brother, Mr. Donelle Cole, and we're going to be chatting with him about his new upcoming book, as well as he's a financial advisor. So we're going to get some financial tips and just kind of catch up with Mr. Donelle Cole and see how he's been doing. So make sure you join me live right here this Thursday at a different time at 2 p.m. as we're going to be jamming with Donelle Cole. Of course, I can't leave out here without reading the Daily Motivator. Love educating and motivating you. So give yourself a goal. Ooh, home ownership, maybe. Starting a business, maybe. Become debt free, maybe. I have a house, Sunny. I just want to get my credit intact. That's a goal. What's your goal? Give yourself a goal. That's today's Daily Motivator. Get the best from yourself by giving yourself a goal. Base your decisions in each moment on your commitment to that goal. Each thought, each action either moves you toward your desired outcome or any way from it. Choose accordingly. Guide it toward the destination you have decided to reach. Expand on those thoughts and continue those actions that lead you where you wish to go. Let other thoughts and actions quickly fall away from you. Life is teeming with influences that can distract and disrupt you, wasting your time and sapping your energy. You can't avoid all those influences, yet you can solely immunize yourself against them. Give yourself a meaningful goal and give yourself a strategy for staying focused. Decide once, stick with that decision, and at every turn, you'll be clear on what you must do. Give yourself a goal. And when you reach it, give yourself another. And I want to add right there, reward yourself after you reach that goal. Spend each day aimed in a specific direction and discover how much great value you can bring to life. Wow. That was so breathtaking. I just had to share that with you guys. That was great for me. So I'm not sure who that was for, but let me tell you, give yourself a goal, work towards that goal, stay focused on that goal. And once you stay focused on that goal and you've reached it, reward yourself and then set yourself another goal and just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And that's all you have to do. There's nothing hard to that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end our show out today as I jam with Mr. Houdini. And let's talk about these friends and how many of us have them. So we're going to jam on out of here as it's on this Tuesday. I so appreciate you for joining me today. And thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget to tune in to me this Thursday, same, a different time at 2 p.m. So I look forward to seeing you guys. We're going to jam on out of here out of Houdini. How many of y'all got some friends? True friends. Nicole Moore getting homework done in Jesus' name. Amen to that, sister. Okay, something's going on with my music is paused. Hold on. What happened to my music? All right, it's more than one way to skin a cat. I promise you that. I'm going to find out how to do it and get her done. That's always my mission. Hey, Corey Griffin, thank you all for joining in. Nicole, good luck with that homework, sister. That's a goal. Get it done. Janice Newhouse, thank you all for joining me. Who is this, Miss Peters? Michelle, staying in my lane, Peters. I know that's right, staying in my lane. Ain't that it? Chiquita, Tony, Melissa, Scott. Thank you guys for tuning in. Miss Sherry Perry. Oh, you know what? That is completely correct. Let me show you one more final thing before I get out of here, because this is something that you got to have. I forgot to show you my sponsors. I got to show love to my sponsors. Saw Sharina Perry's name on there made me forget. You forgot to share. I shared them in the beginning, but I got to share them again. So share the video. Morningstar Storage. Thank you, Miss Kristin Harris. Make sure you share the video. Share this video and all the videos in April. Starting April 1 is when I started this, and we'll be doing a monthly drawing. And of course, May 1st, I'll be doing a drawing for all these giveaways. Thank you to my guys over at Josh and Zach Debolt at Solutions. They're giving a certificate good for 1 hour free studio. And that's an awesome deal. As well as they're giving away a $1.99 social promo, 60-second video. You definitely want to make sure if you're in business, you need to have some type of Solutions that's getting out there for you. Okay. So take a look at Solutions. Miss Victoria Hugghins, thank you so much, my beauty queen. She's over at Studio 89. She's giving away a 1 hour free massage, as well as Miss Joy Poteatt with NJOY Natural products. She's got hairline and a facial line as well. So make sure you get your sharing on so that way you can get entered for these drawings. And of course, I stopped at Miss Sharina Perry, but thank you, Sharina Perry, and your team over at Utopia Wellness. For your hemp products and getting us all massaged and get all those aches and pains out of our backs. So if you are looking, be sure to stop by and talk to Miss Sharina Perry. She's giving away some samples just for you to try. So that way you've got to give her free live testimonies to let her know that these items are working. But you get 2 of these 5 for free just by sharing my video. But you got to get the sharing. And thank you, Asa Leveaux with the Get Genius Academy. We appreciate you giving us away a trip for 2 to Las Vegas or Cancun. So the rules is you have to share this video and all the videos from Neighborhood Jams for the month of April in order to get your name entered for a drawing. So I should have your name 10 times for this month. There's 10 shows in April. So make sure that you share. Sharing is caring. It doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is just click the share button and tag me, so that way I know that you shared it. So again, let me go through here and thank everybody. Hey, Miss Crystal, thank you all for sharing and showing up. And Jerry and Donelle. Hey, Donelle, we'll be jamming on Thursday. Donelle, I cannot wait. So I appreciate you all so much. Who's this on here? Craig and Sharina Evans. Thank you, beautiful people, for sharing and chiming in and tuning in. We jamming with friends from Houdini. How many of us have them? It's Tuesday Truesday. Friends. Oh, that's back in the breaking dancing day, right? Head spinning and all that good stuff. Who was doing all that back then? Thank you, Kenyatta Lampley from Paramount Residential Mortgage Group, for letting me be your remote location today. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So I got some work to do, guys. I got some houses for my buyers. So I would love to hang out with you, but I gotta go. Jam on this Tuesday. Against the world. I'm just kidding, y'all. Y'all know I like to have fun. Hey, D. Michelle. Hello. And Miss Kalia Davis. Thank you, beautiful ladies, for joining me. Out of nowhere, just came to an end because we became lovers before we were friends. How many of us have them? Friends. Bring some old stuff out for y'all. How about that? How many of us have them? Y'all have a good day. Love you. Thank you for tuning in to Neighborhood Jams for Sunni Pouncil. Have a good day.